Let me ask you something, and please be honest with yourself. Right now, you feel different, don't you? Maybe calmer, maybe clearer, maybe like this year will be my year. But deep down, there's also a quiet fear because you have felt the same before. New year, new mindset, new promises. But somehow, life still manages to pull you back to the same place. And listen, this video is not to scare you. It's just to explain why this happens so that you stop repeating this cycle this time. The motivation lie. We've been taught something very dangerous that if we just stay motivated enough, disciplined enough, strong enough, our lives will change. But motivation is an emotional energy, and emotions we all know are temporary. You do not fail because you're weak. You fail because you're human. Motivation fades on bad days, on lonely days, on boring days, on days when no one's watching. And the problem is, most people build their entire future based on a feeling that was never meant to last. So, when motivation disappears, they think they are the problem. They're not. It's the system they trusted. What actually makes people quit? Let me tell you the real reason why people quit. It's not laziness, it's not lack of discipline. It's something deeper. Most people try to build a new life while carrying the same old self image. You want new results, but your mind is still attached to the older version of you. So, every time you try to grow, there's an invisible pull that keeps pulling you back. Not because you don't want change, but because change feels unfamiliar. And humans always return to what feels normal, even if that normal is pain, hurt, or regret. The identity thermostat. I want you to understand this concept. It might change everything. I call it your identity thermostat. Just like a room always returns to its set temperature, your life always returns to the level of person you believe you are. If deep inside you see yourself as someone who's average, inconsistent, someone who starts but doesn't finish, even your best habits won't last. Mind my words. Because your actions will eventually adjust to match your identity. That's why people self sabotage right when the things start working. Success feels unfamiliar, growth feels uncomfortable, and the mind says, this isn't you. And it quietly pulls you back. How real change actually happens. People who change their lives don't rely on motivation, they rely on what I call identity evidence. They don't ask, do I feel like doing this today? They ask, what would someone like me do? They act small, they act quietly, they act even when it's boring. And every small action becomes proof. Proof that says, maybe I am this person. Not tomorrow, not after success, but now. That's how confidence is built. Not through hype, but through alignment. I don't want to overload you. So here's one thing, just one. Write this sentence somewhere private. I am the kind of person who dash even when dash. I might give you example. Like I am the kind of person who shows up even when no one notices. Or I am the kind of person who keeps promises to myself even when it's hard. And then every day do one small thing that proves that sentence. Not for motivation, neither for validation, but to prove your mind, to align your mind with the fact that who I am becoming. 2026 doesn't need a louder version of you. It needs a truer one. Someone who doesn't chase motivation but builds identity. Someone who doesn't restart every year because they don't even quit on themselves. If this video helped you slow down and think, stay with this channel. This isn't about becoming perfect. This is about becoming aligned. And in the next video, we'll talk about how to design your life so it supports you instead of draining. Until then, choose one small action that proves who you are becoming. That's where everything changes. That was all for today's video. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, stay aware, stay grounded, and bye bye.